Hello, welcome back to another episode of Midweek Mania. Today we're going to be joined by the wonderful Nick from NBYT. Welcome in, Nick. How are you doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, good. You're going to be able to see Nick here. There's his YouTube, and I couldn't find it with your name at the end, Nick. And you got Twitter here as well.
Yeah.
I had a look for Instagram. I didn't see it on Instagram.
That would be, it's back to front, so it's Vlogs NBYT on Insta.
Right, so at Vlogs NBYT, you want to catch Nick over on Instagram as well. And we've got again, I guess from our first episode, Georgie. Welcome back, Georgie. How are you doing?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. And it's right over to Georgie. If you didn't know already, surely you know. There you go. There it is. There was just one thing that we done when we put this tweet out. We did invite someone else. I don't know if you know this guy.
Oh, he couldn't make it.
The Polish imposter.
He couldn't make it. Oh.
He's literally just kicked the Mickey Scousers out as well. We didn't want him in here.
Is it just us then?
It looks that way. So welcome to the channel, everyone that's still here.
Oh,
hi! When was the show?
So we started with
It's the G and Nick show now.
Right, anyway, we're talking about hotels and resorts in Florida where you stay on. So the first one we're going to start off with is on-site or off-site. So we've done both. We prefer on-site than off-site, but I can definitely get the benefits of being off-site as well.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Did you go first? Shall I go first?
You go first, Nick.
Personally, I've never stayed on site. I've never been on site with Disney because of the cost mainly.
Yeah.
We've gone with family previously, and it's always been to a villa because we've either, like I said, we've either gone with my mum and dad or we've buddied up with another family, and the cost is next to nothing. If you're doing 2 weeks in Florida in a villa that sleeps 8 to 12 people, it's like £200 per person. So
nice.
To us, it's a bit of a no-brainer.
Of course it is. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? It's the cost. It's whatever's affordable for yourself. And we like to go to Disney, don't we? We like to go to Florida for Universals as well. And it's about making it as affordable as you can so that you can go as many times as you can. Because if you did it at the most expensive way, you'd probably be able to only go once every 5 years or something.
Yeah.
That's what we've got. How about you, Georgie?
I think off-site, I'd say for us, definitely. We've only stayed on-site once, and that was just, we've done a week at the All-Star Music, and we did like it, but we didn't have a car that week. We was like, we're just going to stay in the bubble and see how we get on, and we felt really restricted.
Right.
So I think if we did ever do it again, we would have a car. But then obviously now you've got the fees of parking the car at the hotels, which is a bit of a pain as well. We normally stay... our timeshares, my mother-in-law's got a timeshare, I did mention it a few weeks ago, and our base sort of home resort is just near Universal on International Drive. And I just love the amenities of all the restaurants and all the tatty shops to go and look around, and the attractions of, like, you know, iDive 360, like 5 minutes down the road. We're literally right next to Fun Spot, actually, so you've got Fun Spot just across the road as well from us where we stay. Yeah, I would like to try the villa as well. I think my family, like, we have gone all together before, but the last couple of years it's just been just me and the kids and Darren. But hopefully we can get out and try a villa. I like the idea of having like a whole home, a whole house, sort of to just all enjoy your private pool, that sort of thing. That really does appeal. So I definitely want to try a villa eventually.
That's it. The private pool must be great, Nick. Yeah, having a private pool for yourself when you've got a villa.
Yeah, because it's literally, you can get up whenever you want, especially like 3 o'clock in the morning and it's still like 26 degrees out. Go and sit in the tub or go just have a few laps. It's great.
Yeah, that part of it, I'd have you talk about there, George. We've stayed at that end before. In 2015, we stopped in the what was it called? I keep forgetting the name of the hotels by Universal's. Rosen Inn. The Rosen Inn by Universal. Yeah, and it was right opposite Ponderosa, so we used to love going to Ponderosa and that. Yeah,
I think that is that like it's actual apartments, like condos that people can buy now. I think.
Is it?
I think so. It's not. Yeah, it's not a hotel anymore. I don't think. I may be wrong.
There's a couple of them, isn't there? I think there's 2 or 3 Rosen Inns, isn't there, along I Drive?
Oh, right.
I'm not sure about that one if it's changed, but that's like near Wet and Wild. Is that where it used to opposite where Wet and Wild used to be on the?
Yeah, it's right by there. Yeah, it's right. Wet and Wild was just a little bit further up around the bend than where that hotel was.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that was gone as a hotel. I thought that was still a hotel. But
I'm not sure.
That's just gone there with the brand new Universal hotels. That's just gone there as well. Because we went and wow, there's a hotel there now, isn't there? And
there's one
as well.
Yeah, there's 2 in there. There's one on the site and then one on where the parking used to be. They've opened Dockside and Surfside, so they're massive. Have you seen them? They look huge. I saw them when they were being made.
Yeah, well, we drove past it last year, didn't we? There was one built, there was up, the other one wasn't quite, still a building site. But the one that was built looked immense. I'd just like to apologise to people in the chat. We can see that you've got in the chat, but we're not getting it up on StreamYard, so I can't quite see what it is they're saying. We've got it on a private video.
You're there. So if you've got it.
This was comments on private video. Hang on a minute, I might have messed up here. Hang on.
Probably. One job again, Nick.
Hi.
That's why I just attend. I don't do things like this.
Hang on, leave it with me. I know what I've done. On a private video.
You're there.
Yeah.
So if you've got it.
This was comments on private video. I might have messed up here. Hang on.
What's the next song then, Nick?
The next song.
Hi.
I've got a list of about 8, but I'm still sort of.
I mean, I've asked you plenty of times to sing a Hamilton song, but you're not doing that.
I'm going through them very slowly and surely.
You need to do a Hamilton song.
I'm trying to pick out a favourite one. I think it's the one that you mentioned. Is it Uptown?
Oh, I'll probably cry if you sing it. Oh, that song is it's a really beautiful song.
Yeah, you'll be crying.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's really. I bet you'll do it justice. I'm sure you will.
Oh, thank you.
For some reason, I've got it as. We've got people who are commenting. It can't be private because you have to invite it in for people to be private. So we're getting the comments there, but not up on here. I wonder if it's because I come out and went back in that I can't.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I won't be able to show people comments. But if you keep an eye on that, Sarah, and let us know what people are saying, and then we can certainly get involved. Yeah. So Melanie Sheedy saying a villa would be amazing.
She wants you to book it.
And she wants you to go book it.
That's my sister, one of them.
Oh, right.
I normally book it all. I normally arrange it all, and they just pay and come along.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. So whereabouts? So if you're staying off site, where's the favourite bit? You say you get villas there, Nick, but whereabouts you get the villa? Is it like Kissimmee Way or something like that?
It's mainly Davenport that we usually look around. Yeah. Off or quite close to is it the 192? When we go, it's usually with my dad, and they go every year, nearly more.
Right.
So he knows more of the road system than I do. I just turn up and spend his money.
Certainly do that.
Wish my dad was still going, so I could go and spend his money when I'm going there.
What's your guys' preference then? Do you prefer obviously having DVC? Do you must prefer staying there? Do you?
DVC, yeah. So we're DVC now. So it doesn't cost us anything. Because we've already done it. So we already paid for the rooms as you like. So all we've got to do is get the flights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we definitely don't rule out holidays whereby we haven't got enough points and we go and do a hotel again, and then we definitely look at like off-site again.
Yeah, I think it's what you were saying, George. I think now with iDrive, obviously the money they've spent on iDrive now, there's so much you can do on there. You could literally spend, you could spend your whole time on iDrive and not doing the park.
Yeah.
Like iDrive plus doing, Clearwater, Daytona. There's plenty on there now where you can just go and spend your time there.
Yeah.
The love bugs have just come in, say hello. Just let you know, Florida Love Bugs, we can't see your comments come up. You're on the phone here as you come in, so hello and welcome in. We're just talking off-site hotels at the minute, so if you've got anyone in the comments who've got any hotels that you stay on off-site, just let us know, and we'll mention them. Yeah, so yeah, for us, we've only ever stayed on iDrive when we're off-site. So the Golden International was the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, which is the one by the big McDonald's.
By the big McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that one.
Year we went, we was the Wyndham. I'm not sure if that's there anymore.
Oh right, yeah, the Wyndham.
I
do know that I've heard of it. Not quite sure where that one is. Yeah,
and that was back in '96, I think.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That was our very first Florida holiday, and it spoils you for anywhere else that you want to go, unless you're cultured, unlike me. You've got so much to do in Florida that you don't need to go anywhere else.
Yeah,
no, you don't. You don't, and that's the thing as well. There's that much to do. You spend 4 or 5 weeks there, and you still wouldn't get everything done that you wanted to get done. Right? Which is why everyone keeps going back, isn't it? Everyone who likes it and gets the bug for it, they keep going back.
I think they're always adding new stuff as well, aren't they? Every year there's a new ride, a new attraction, there's something new to see. So
yeah, all
just
the
keeps
time.
you pulling you back every single year.
Yeah, the buggers. I've got no money for anything else.
No, so Darren's always like, we need to fix this, we need to do this, and I'm like, no, it's fine.
But what I would say with staying off-site is, if you don't drive, it's going to be a massive pain.
Yeah,
you'd have to put money aside for Ubers or Lyfts or something like that. Whereas if you're on site, you've got the transportation links, or if you're on International Drive, you've got the shuttle bus that goes up and down.
Yeah,
it makes it easier. But once you're off site, unless you're a 15-minute walk, which is very rare, then it's going to be difficult to get to where you want to go to.
Yeah.
Well, we stayed off site in 2015 with the 2 sets of parents, and we ended up like getting the same guy like come and pick us up and drop us off, like a little like taxi. And I would hate to add up the amount that we probably spent.
It'd have been cheaper getting a car.
It would have been, at the time you don't actually think of the car. Obviously, now we've had a car since 2016, haven't we? 2016. And we probably wouldn't do the trip without a car, would we?
No, definitely not. Especially if you're on iDrive. We get the car even when we're on site.
Yeah, we do.
But definitely if you're off site, it's a no-brainer getting the car, because it's you're either gonna pay to get a taxi and spend all that money, or you're gonna get the trolley on the iTrolley. Then you're gonna get the Lynx 50, which takes an hour to get with Disney World from iDrive, depending on which end you're at. So that's an hour there. Then you feel like you have to spend the whole day in the parks and an hour back. It's a really, really long day. So yeah, if we were off site again, we'd definitely get a car. We get a car even on site anyway. So that's the way we
do.
It's a no-brainer for us. Definitely a no-brainer.
Karina and Lee have just joined us.
Hi, Karina Lee. Sorry, 40-year-old man and technology does not mix. I don't know why the comments aren't coming through. It might be because I've done a Nathan and pressed Leave Studio before when I was sharing the screen instead of stop sharing the screen.
And he's also just knocked 3 years off his age as well.
Wait, hang on. Look, we'll end up like last week with a domestic. All right, so apologies. It is. Do you know what? I should have known when I tagged Nick. The wrong Nick.
Yeah, it was all going to go downhill from there.
DYTs on Twitter. Oh, trust me to find it. I was the only one who found it because they've got no followers and they're only following one person.
Yeah.
To see what he's up to.
Yeah, so anyway, right, so on site or off site, I think we've got all it covered there, haven't we? Where we've gone, and stuff like that. So the next one is, what is your favourite resort or hotel?
Do you mean ones that we've stayed at already, or can we pick? We've not stayed at.
Any. So if you've got a favourite Disney one, you can pick that. If you've got a favourite Universal, you've got a favourite off-site, you can pick any. What we try to do is keep this conversation where it's not just about Disney World, because not everyone stays on site, even though they go to Disney, and it's the same with Universal. Sometimes people stay in a Universal hotel rather than anywhere else.
Yeah. I think if I had any money, I think we covered this before as well. I would love to stay at the Polynesian, but I also would love to stay around the Boardwalk area, like the Boardwalk Hotel or the Yacht Club around there. A couple of years ago, we went for my birthday on the day we were coming home for some breakfast, and just the area is so lovely. It's so tranquil and just serene and just really, really nice. So I'd love to just be in a few minutes from Epcot would be amazing. So I would really love to stay there if I could. Or the Hard Rock the Hard Rock Hotel also looks really cool at Universal as well. I'd quite like to stay there.
Because we walked the Boardwalk, I think it was last trip, we went to watch Liverpool in ESPN World.
Oh, cool.
So it was, I think it was
no, it wasn't last trip. That was
2016.
It was 16.
2016.
Yeah.
It was the one of the Champions League final.
No. It was the UEFA Cup
semi-final. Semi-final.
About that Champions League final.
And the noise was it was such a good atmosphere in there. Literally the whole place was erupting, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
But it was just be able to walk, from Epcot to there and back again.
Yeah.
I was actually in Florida for the final as well.
Oh, really?
Really?
So I tied some lead weights to my feet at half time and went and sat in the pool.
It's funny
that you went on holiday. We did the same. We do the same. Everyone's like, "You're on holiday." Darren still dragged us to. We had to find a bar on International Drive to go watch Arsenal play. When we was in Vegas as well, we had to find a bar for the football as well. Like wherever we are in the world, still got to watch football.
Yeah, from now on, if they're playing while you're over there, ESPN Club is the place to go.
That's brilliant. They have the screen all over. It is good.
They
don't make too much noise because the chef comes running out wondering what's going on with his knives in his hand.
The cleaner and Lee want to know what time is Nick starting to sing.
What time are you starting to sing, Nick?
I'll do it now, ready? No. We'll have to start charging people.
Yeah, you should do. You know what? We might get you to do an intro for this.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. So that's all right. So that's your Disney one crossed off, Georgie. What do you reckon of Universals? Well, we've never stayed at Universal, so we're sort of fishing for like a night over. What's your favourite there?
I don't know. I've never stayed at any. Should have been this year, but next year we're staying at the end of summer, so the cheapest one. So giving that a try. But if money was no object, I think I'd like to stay at the Hard Rock. I think that'd be pretty cool. Like the theming and everything inside looks pretty awesome in the pool. So I think if I could afford to, I'd like to stay there for a couple of nights.
That's it. You stay there a couple of nights, don't you, to get the benefits of staying with Universal? Because you get the fast passes or something like that when you stay?
Yeah, the express pass, yeah.
Get the extra hours.
Yeah.
Don't you? So yeah, something we've never done. I'm surprised we've never done it. So yeah. What about you, Nick?
Because I've not been on site, it's difficult to say, but from what I've watched on YouTube and when you're sort of dreaming about where you'd like to stay when you go to Florida, it'd probably be the Grand Floridian or the Grand Californian. They do look quite extravagant. Or, like Georgie said, if it's money's no object, I'd like to go to Ohana in Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
Lani. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's on our list, isn't it?
yeah. See, all it is for us is the flights, because obviously the DVC hotel, so we just need to save up our points. We can use our points for that, and all it is flights. So we're just waiting for the kids to grow up.
Yeah, so they can pay for themselves, and then you can just pay for them. Yeah, I got you.
We're waiting for the kids out the nest.
Yeah.
How far away? What's the flights? Like the length on?
Well, you've got.
Well, we've said we'd do go to California first to make it easy, didn't we?
Well, we watched. Have you ever watched Diz Unplugged on YouTube?
No.
No, they do a DVC show, and the fella on there said the flight from Florida. Now he lives in Florida. He said the flight from Florida was 10 hours to Hawaii. So
Yeah.
it's a long way.
Those sound really fixed, guys. But where actually is Hawaii? Is it down? Like
Right,
from
You got the UK here, and you got America here, and you go right across America, and then right again all the way over into the Pacific
Oh
Ocean.
wow.
It's
Jeez.
mad. It's the other side of the world.
Oh wow. I would love to go there. It looks stunning.
Yeah, it's a long, long way.
Mm.
Yeah, but definitely 100% want to stay there as well.
Yeah.
Definitely, it looks amazing. Does look really amazing. The thing we've looked at doing with it is stopping in California, do Disneyland.
Yeah.
For a few days, then go to Aulani and then come back and stop at Disneyland or Disney World for a couple of days, and then go home. Because I don't think that flight, kids or no kids, it won't go. It'll be too much.
No, we did Vegas, and that was 11 hours, and that was by the end of it. Me and Darren were like, "Get us off this place."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the time difference there, I think, as well. I mean, we've never done it, but my mum and dad have, and they struggled with the time difference.
Yeah, because 8 hours rather than 5. It's California's the same, is it? I don't know. It's closer to.
Don't know.
No,
Nevada's over that way, isn't it? It's right over.
Yeah, it's similar. Yeah, but it is insane. Like difference. Coming back was hard hitting, but good fun though. Definitely somewhere to go, guys. Off topic, but it's amazing Vegas.
Well, Karina and Lee have just commented, so that they said it's 11 and a half hours to California, and then 5 to 6 over to Hawaii. So it's a fair old.
Yeah, to stop. Let's stop and do something before we go on.
Yeah, that's a long way.
Yeah, it's a fair old journey, because, like, I mean, we've been lucky enough. We've obviously stayed at the Polynesian, so we were obviously really lucky to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And obviously that was like one tick off our list of must-do ones. And then the other one, which we've been lucky enough to stay at, was AKL.
Oh, nice.
We had the we didn't have the Savannah View. We had what they call partial. We had a standard room, but had a partial Savannah View. So, and waking up to the animals in the morning, I don't think there's going to be a sight that beats it. To be honest, it was just breathtaking, wasn't it?
I have been. My sister-in-law stayed there. My sister and brother-in-law got married in they gate crashed our 2005 trip, like my first ever trip, and they stayed there for like their honeymoon sort of thing. And so I was in their room, like did her hair and all that. So I had some time in the room, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
The animals outside, the little balcony was serene, really nice.
What I like about that hotel though is you don't have the spectrum. Sorry, Nick, go on.
I'm the other end of the spectrum. I've got absolutely no interest in Animal Kingdom at all.
Oh,
No.
Get out!
Yeah. Get out.
What, as in the park or just the hotel?
All of it.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, absolutely. And like when people, you've got to go on Flight of Passage and go to it. I didn't like the film, so I'm not going to go on the ride.
I don't like the film, but it's my number one ride.
Yeah, forget the film. The ride is amazing.
Yeah, I've never seen the film.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I've
No,
never
me
seen
neither. I've seen bits.
Yeah, it's not for me. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm that guy.
Expedition Everest is so good as well. Expedition Everest is such an amazing coaster.
Probably that's the only thing that I would go on. But
Oh, Yak and Yeti. You need to go and get the quick service food as well.
Oh yeah, that's my personal favourite.
Still not selling it.
Oh, come on, Nick. Give me that now.
Sonar.
The bread service at Sonar.
Oh, never would.
Even Karina and Lee have just said, "Wow, Nick."
Yeah.
I like to be controversial.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
So the wife just walked in as well. That's why I'm looking off camera. So.
Ellie needs to go.
We've got to go Animal Kingdom.
You have to.
Even she's turned.
You
No.
won't be disappointed.
I didn't turn my nose up.
And even dinosaur. We forgot about dinosaur.
Dinosaur
Yeah.
as well.
Do you know what, I've only done that once. I don't really like being scared.
Yeah,
I would
no,
not-
me either. Yeah, I have. You know, we showed them horror pictures last week.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if this works. See if Karina and Lee want to come in, and we'll see if this works. It's going to go wrong again. It is. It's going to go wrong again.
Might be our show again, Nick, if they leave us.
Yeah,
I'll
see.
take the point up now.
Yeah.
But it can't be private because people are coming in and watching it.
I don't know what you've done.
Not a clue.
Yeah.
What have I done? What have I done? Tell you what. Copy clipboard. Go like that. We go on to Twitter.
No, just don't do
Just,
You need to go and see the Tree of Life, Nick, as well. That's amazing up close.
I've got a tree in the
So
garden.
good. You ain't got the Tree of Life in your garden.
Big enough.
Yeah.
What?
see,
No.
life. Have you
Amazing.
ever watched the documentary on how that was made and what what at the frame actually is?
I saw the part in the
I think I see when they done the Is it in the Imagineering?
Imagineering.
Yeah, it was one of them episodes, and it was the it's an oil rig. That's all it is. It's an oil rig. That's the frame of it.
It's amazing, though. It's so amazing.
Hi guys.
Oh,
Nick,
Okay.
you need to run.
This is the only reason we've come on, because we're really.
You're in trouble, Nick.
Like, seriously, you don't. Animal. Sorry, this lamp's going to do my head in. Animal Kingdom, you don't like it.
How do you know if you've never been?
It's not something that I would go out my way to go to.
It's my favourite part.
Yeah. The
Oh.
favourite in Walt Disney World. Absolutely.
It is amazing.
This would be probably another controversial comment. My favourite park is Hollywood Studios.
No.
No, that's
That's not bad. Very good park. I like that myself. See, for me personally, it's a split between Hollywood Studios and Epcot.
Yeah.
For me, what my favourite is.
Hates Epcot. Well, I say hates. That's the strong word. She don't like Epcot because she has to learn stuff.
You can just eat and drink.
yeah.
The only thing you need to learn is what a different drink to you every country.
I'm getting evils now. I'm
Yeah.
No, I enjoy Epcot because I'm a bit of a nerd and a geek, and I like to learn about stuff.
Yeah.
And at the moment, because there's not much there, and they're doing a massive revamp, there's not much to see. So
When you're saying you're a geek and you're like learning stuff, you can learn about animals and things like that at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
can.
as a vet nurse, I learn enough
And
about
culture. as well. There's loads of stuff to do with culture. It's different cultures as
Yeah.
well. Lots of learning to be done.
Exactly. So you've got like Africa, Asia, things like that. So you know, it's always learning at Disney.
And Dino Land as well. You can go and see the Dino Land.
Well, not that there's much job left of Dino
No,
Land.
I know. It's going in, I think. I love a bit of, I love a bit of the Wizard. Primeval Wizard. I love a bit of that. Most people hate that ride though. But
That's on now.
where's
Isn't
it
it?
gone?
They've took the actual carrot, the chart, whatever you call them, off now.
Oh, that's a shame.
So that's a bit gutting. Don't know what's going to happen though.
Something amazing, I bet. Hopefully. I'm sure it will be.
But yeah, we'll move on. Well, what is your least favourite resort or hotel? It's an easy one for you.
Can you put me on backstage?
What a backstage.
Yeah.
There's probably a queue backstage going, put me on. I want to have a word with him.
Go on, Nick, you start. Your least favourite, let me guess. Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Animal Kingdom.
Our surveys.
How? I don't understand.
No.
It's-
Either.
Own
I'd have to
opinion.
do Animal Kingdom purely for the fact that I've never been. I've been to the rest of them and I enjoy the rest of them. So just taking that out of the equation, it would have to be Animal Kingdom because I've never been. So that'd be my
How many times?
Why I like rabbit.
How many times have you been?
Florida,
Yeah.
6.
Wow.
But you always say he's in a villa, so he's on the site, he's in a villa.
No,
gets
does
his
ever
own
been to
thing,
Animal Kingdom?
the park
And
and all.
my last trip was last year, but that was the last time in 10 years that I went.
Nice. It's all changed in 10 years. It's all changed.
It was a massive change when I was like, I don't remember after this. I was sort of lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, we went last March. It was only 2 years between that one and the one before, and we were driving up. And we were going, I don't recognise any of this. Don't recognise any of this. Where am I? Don't recognise any of it. It's saying I'm only round the corner from my drive. Don't recognise any of it. And then all of a sudden, there's the McDonald's, and I go, oh right, I know where I am now. It's all changed. All round there, it's changed.
The previous time that I went 10 years to that, everything was just fields where they was building new estates. And then when I went, my dad was like, that was a field, that was a field, that was a field. And I'm just like, where have all these houses come from?
Yeah.
Just put them up
Yeah.
so quickly.
They do, yeah. It's crazy.
We were going through we've gone right off topic here, but we were going through Google Maps, and do you know where the wheel is and all that now? You got all the gift shops, haven't you?
Yeah.
You have to go down Google Maps on Street View and go down the side of it. I think it's where the Chinese restaurant is, down the left-hand side. As you're going down, I think there's a car park there now. Just as you go into the car park, if you look to your right, it all goes and it's a big field again. You can actually see what it was like, an old derelict field. Just a little bit of stupid little fun fact for you there, but you can do that. You can tell what I do when I'm bored.
Like they're on Google Maps going like that, click.
Yeah.
That field, that
I
field.
so want to get back. I so want to get back.
No,
I'm walking around on Google Maps.
We can go in the Magic Kingdom right on Google Maps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit there all day like that. And just stand there looking at the castle.
Get
You
a,
know,
VR, headset and you can go on the ride.
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be so good.
That would be good. That would be good.
Well,
Well,
Epic Universe is coming, ain't it? Got off topic again, but I'm just thinking about that area that you're talking about. And yeah, Epic Universe is going to be that sort of area.
yeah.
Isn't it? I can't wait for that. That's so exciting. Obviously, that's going to be well delayed now, but that's very exciting. A whole new park.
It's where Wet and Wild used to be, is where Adventura is, the hotel, isn't it?
Yeah. There's new
When
ones.
we went on our honeymoon, Wet and Wild was obviously shut, but it was still, it was kind of being tore down. So we were just a bit like, oh, what's going on here? And then obviously now that's where Adventura is. But even then, we'll be like, ah, this is weird.
Oh, that's the endless summer. The endless summer resorts are where Wet and Wild were.
Oh, is that where that one is?
Yeah, the other one. The other Universal one is like the what do they call it? The fidget spinner. I think from above it looks like that shape, doesn't it? I think that's the other side. That's like closer to Volcano Bay, but like over
Oh, yeah.
the main road. Yeah, but I think I'm so excited for because they've been really like quiet, haven't they, with like the details for the park.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to find out exactly what lands are going to be there and what sort of films and characters. It's so exciting.
And it's what Disney will do to respond to that as well.
Yeah.
The fifth gate as well.
Do you reckon?
I do, yeah. When the crowd are at the peak, they're just too busy. There's no quiet time there now.
No, there's never quiet times. It's a
No.
They keep building more and more resorts and stuff, don't they? And making accommodation available, but then the parks aren't really. I mean, obviously they're growing within lands, but a new park would be amazing.
Amazing,
Yeah.
definitely. To get back on topic,
Yeah.
because we're going into a whole new show completely.
Sorry.
I do actually want to. We do actually want to do that as a show. Really, go and talk about the extra parks and what you'd like in there, like as an extra gate and the different lands that you have in there as well. Like Disney World, the day opens one as well. But we'll leave that one for now, and we'll definitely come back to that one because that'll be a good conversation to have that. For our lease resort hotel, it's going to go back to our first visit in 2013 for me. Now, it's not because the hotel was a bad hotel, it was just the experience we got. So we'd done the 9-hour flight, got there, and we got to check in, and he said, "Oh, your booking's been cancelled." What?
No.
Your booking's been cancelled. Oh, we found you, and then about 2 hours later, they found us a room. We get to the room, and the air conditioning system was just dripping right through. They had to get us another room, and it's because of that. That's our new one, but that's our only experience.
Where was that?
Yeah, but with
Where was
TVC
that?
now we stay in. Now we don't need to stay in the other ones. So hopefully we don't have to suffer that one.
What hotel was that?
Pardon?
What
Which
hotel was that?
It was the one by the big McDonald's.
The Rosen Inn, is it international?
Rolled in International
Oh,
Store.
Yeah.
And there's a cracking takeaway, well, fast food place just over the road. Checkers. You ever gone to Checkers?
No, I've seen it, but we haven't been to it.
Yeah, I've heard about Checkers, but not been to it.
Cheapest, nastiest food you've ever come across in your life. Like a hot dog.
It's like an upmarket burger.
Take a what?
It's like an upmarket burger van.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Oh,
No,
no, I'd rather go Miller's. Miller's is
Yeah.
I've never done Miller's.
so good, guys.
On our
Especially
list,
if you like a drink as well. Their drinks are really good.
we got on the list is like Miller's and Ford
Ford.
because we've been told Ford
That one.
is it looks like the Ford dealershipy kind of stuff. So it's big Ford truck, things like that. It looks, the pumps are meant to be, it's just basically like a car part stuff, but it looks awesome. Can't tell you exactly where it is off the top of my head.
Oh, I'll have to Google it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but loads of offers, like happy hour and stuff. So it looks really good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know what's happened to Nick.
No, I don't.
We've lost Nick. We've got a little.
Booting him off because
He's back.
Kingdom. He had a cat.
To be fair, you guys can't talk. You haven't done Pirates, so we're not going to talk on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't done pilots.
Disney grown ups have just come in. I am going to have to apologise to you guys as well. We can't see your comments come on because I've done something. I don't know what I've done. We can see the comments come up on the channel, but we can't see the comments come up on here. Well, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by.
Yeah.
Was it Ford's Garage you're talking about, Karina?
That's the one, yeah.
So they've obviously, they must have been themselves.
Yeah. It does. It looks, honestly,
I've never
really
bought Ford's Garage for something to eat. I can, yeah, but not something to eat.
No, it honestly, to us, you'd be a bit like, hey, I'm trying to find it now. Ford's Garage, Orlando.
So what would you say your least favourite is, George?
Touch wood, like we haven't really had any bad experiences. So I don't know. I mean, there's some really dodgy looking motels down at, like, I call it our end because we're like down the Universal end with our timeshare. There are some proper ropey looking motels that I would not stay in. The problem might be fine. Like I'm just, I shouldn't judge really if I don't know, but I wouldn't fancy sort of staying there. But yeah, touch wood, we've not had anywhere too bad in Florida, so I can't really answer that one.
If there was a Disney resort at the bottom of your list that you just wouldn't be bothered about staying at, would there be one?
I think it's probably one I've stayed at, which is just the All Star Music. I mean, it was nice. Theming was really cute, but they're just mass buildings that hold a lot of people. And I mean, they were clean. Don't get me wrong. It's my main thing. It was clean, and it was pretty quiet, and you had everything you needed. But I think I'd want to try one of the ones on the Skyliner as well. Yeah, just for the ease of like those. I think that'd be really good.
The trip in September was meant to be at All Star Music or Sports, one of the two. And even though we're both the same, it's just like providing the bed is clean and the bathroom's clean. I am not bothered. You know what I mean? I'm really not bothered. But eventually we both kind of went, it's out the way. You've got buses, and like when you park early. It was like, hold on. So I looked and I could upgrade us to Pop Century for the entire 2 weeks. It was like £120 or something. So it was like, there we go. I'll do that. Because you're on the Skyline. So
Yeah, that's so cool. That'd be exciting.
Yeah.
So instead of Hollywood Studios, and you can get to Epcot dead easy as well. Is that handy?
Yeah.
when it comes to drinking around the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's all that other thing we want to say as well, and it's
Pirates of the Caribbean.
the Pirates of the Caribbean.
The one with the Figment.
Skyliner, you can go for, do the Skyliner crawl rather than the pub crawl. You do a Skyliner crawl.
Yeah.
And that looks good.
Already got all that noted down.
Yeah.
It's like because you got. I've watched the route of it. It goes from where you stay in the old farm. Goes straight through, doesn't it, to Caribbean? Caribbean.
You go to the Riviera as well. Am I making that up?
Yeah.
Tee off then to go to Hollywood Studios. Then it goes over Riviera and then diverts over and over into Epcot.
Yeah.
See, that's another one we didn't mention. Riviera. That looks stunning.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
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 So
It's
nice.
also-
I can imagine it costing a fortune, though, if you didn't have any DVC
if you,
points.
yeah,
to stop there.
I think it'd be quite high in price.
I think if you want to stop at a DVC resort, I think the cheapest thing to do is to rent off an owner, because if you go direct to Disney, it's ridiculous. It's just stupidly. It's just not worth it. The great hotels, don't get me wrong, but I'm not giving you 20 grand for a hotel for 2 weeks. It's just not happening.
Yeah, that's why we never booked the Poly for 2 weeks, because when you look on different companies, it's just like, well, you're talking 9-10 grand for a couple, and and you're like, I'm not being funny. You could have 2-3 days for that.
End of the day, you always, you know.
Yeah.
When we priced it, we sort of done like a like for like kind of thing for that last holiday we've just done, and it was coming in like 23,000, and you think, what you wouldn't the stuff you can do with that kind of money it's just silly.
Your trip to California and Alani.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I just be good at paying that kind of money on any kind of holiday. It's not nice to have. It's not you shouldn't be skinting yourself or anything like that for it. Although Disney World does tend to skin people.
Right, guys, we need to run. We've just got a few things. It's been
Bye.
finally nice.
I know, yeah.
Okay, we'll do a couple more and then we'll start finishing off, I think. So what should we do?
Do
you know
Universal.
Do the Universal,
Yeah.
because I want to know which Universal hotels, if we've got enough people commenting, like, so let's talk Universal hotels. So we're looking at doing it, maybe getting a couple of nights, not next trip, the trip after, going, because we're not doing Universal next time. And you've already said, haven't you, the Hard Rock Cafe, would you look at, George? You wouldn't,
The Hard Rock Hotel.
Hard Rock Hotel. Well, the cafe hotel, same thing.
I think it looks really cool. Yeah. I think Cabana Bay looks really nice as well. I don't know if you've got watch Gary on that Florida guy. It's like his favourite place. I've been watching him for years, and he goes every year, and he absolutely loves the place. So it does look really nice. And it's not sort of as high end as the other ones. It's sort of, I think, like a mediocre, sort of in the middle sort of resort. But it does look really, really good as well. But I just think, I don't know, Universal's just, I just think of it as a lot more laid back sort of place.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I always think of Disney as just so busy and so far away from everywhere. I think Universal hotels are all that a little bit more closer, aren't they, and a bit more easily accessible.
It's just my thought process. I think with Universal, it's a lot more adult orientated because of City Walk. And it's like your bars and your restaurants and stuff, whereas Disney is primarily, we need something for the kids.
Yeah, that's true.
That's definitely it, because with the Disney you get, it doesn't matter where you stay. They have the cast members around, like the little bar that you have there, whichever resort you're at. and then they'll be entertaining the kids. So they have was it the films Under the Stars?
Yeah,
and stuff
Movies
like
Under
that.
the Stars.
Movies Under the Stars, and you have like activities for it. But with the vlogs we've watched with people going to Universals, it's completely different. You know,
Yeah.
you look like more like a hotel than a resort than anything. You don't look like a resort that you like a room and that. It is just it is a hotel room. So that's why we're looking at maybe doing like 1 or 2 nights in one, not stay a long time in them.
Yeah, they're quite. What is it? Sapphire Falls? Is that another one? Or am I making that up? Something like that.
Yeah, I think I've heard that one. Yeah.
Yeah, they look quite. They look high-endish, don't they? They look quite fancy. I think they would be, like you said, quite nice for a couple of nights and to get the perks. But I don't know. When I think of Florida, you want to go somewhere where you can chill out a bit and it's fun.
Yeah.
Not that it's not fun. It's a bit more grown up, like you said, Nick. I agree. It's a bit more adult, I think.
Yeah, Disney have got Disney Springs, which is a bit more like that. But
I think Epcot is like quite adult orientated as well. I'd say more.
it is more than the other 3 parks.
Yeah.
Definitely, it is definitely more than the other 3 parks. I'd say, but yeah, that's the one. That's something we're looking at anyway. So yeah, Nick, your favourite hotel will probably get mentioned in this next one as well. Which one is the best lobby? Right, and I'm sorry, the Animal Kingdom Lodge has got an amazing lobby.
Yeah.
You walk into it,
It's breathtaking.
It's breathtaking. You know, speechless when you walk in there. So for me, I always narrow it down to 3. I don't know what you guys. So you guys let us know what you think in a minute. But it's always like Animal Kingdom Lodge, the Grand Floridian, or the Wilderness Lodge lobbies. They're the 3 I put as the top ones.
You're missing Polly out.
Polly is there.
No, I was
The
like,
smells for the lobby
Oh,
in
no.
the Polly, but yeah,
no. See,
definitely.
Polly gets it. Polly overrides. See, because Animal Kingdom Lodge and Wilderness Lodge are very similar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they've got their own character though. You know, they really do.
Mm.
And I just love them. What do you guys think?
Again, because I've not really been on
Right.
site, I'm purely going off other people's vlogs and what I've seen in pictures and whatnot. But I'd be really interested to go and have a look in, is it the Yacht Club?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That looks quite nice in there. It's really clean and everything's wood.
Yeah.
There's a couple of resorts down there, isn't it? Because that's on the boardwalk. So you got the boardwalk there as well, and down the other side you got the beach club as
The
well.
Beach Club, yeah.
And then I mentioned
Being I live quite close to the coast now, everything's seaside oriented, so it'd be nice to have a little look around that.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Just don't go in that lake. I'm glad we got the road fences around anyway. Just don't go in that lake.
Yeah, gosh. I agree with you. I think similar to you guys, though. I think the Grand Floridian is just wow when you go into it, just because of the old-fashioned style, and when they play it, like when they've got music playing. Sadly, they're not there anymore, but when the music's playing, it's lovely. And apparently, at Christmas with the gingerbread house is meant to be like amazing as well.
Yeah.
I've got to say Polynesia as well.
Yeah, what's the documentary on that? I think it's on. Is it on Disney Plus? They're making that gingerbread house. What goes into it is unbelievable.
Yeah, because I think it's Whoopi Goldberg who's doing.
Do you know what it is? It's not actually on the house itself. It's going from your Halloween decorations to your Christmas ones, and it was filmed a few years ago. And Whoopi Goldberg does the presenting on it.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Watch it, it's really good. It's got the people who do the gingerbread. And the one thing,
going back to the best lobby question, do we know what the lobby's going to look like for the New York Marvel Hotel in Paris? Has anyone seen a mock-up of it?
No.
There's been a little bit of concept art, but don't know if it's of the lobby, just of like what some of the inside's going to look like.
That is one we definitely want to try because it's Marvel. So
yeah, it would be cool. I think.
It does. Getting a bit of lag here. Yeah. I've seen the concept art for the new areas in BLP, which look amazing.
They look amazing, yeah.
Really good. And then once they get them done, that'll be an amazing part. You know, we've not been yet. Hopefully, we're going in February. Hopefully, you know what I mean. But yeah, I think that looks really good.
And then, obviously,
anyway,
you've got the Star Wars one opening.
Star Wars, yeah.
That's going
Of
to be
course.
Yeah.
that's going to be game changing.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be crazy.
It is.
It is.
It is. When is that open yet? The Star Wars one when's it due to open?
I think it's been delayed, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
It's
possibly going to be summer next year. I'm assuming. I mean, don't quote me on it, but I think it's near completion.
It's going to be so expensive, isn't it? If they're what they were saying when they first announced it, how it's all going to be solely immersive. It's like you're actually going to be in it and live in it, and sort of just I don't know. It just sounds incredible, and I don't even like Star Wars. Don't hate me, but sorry. Just a personal opinion. Sorry.
That's Animal Kingdom, isn't it? Let's be fair.
That's all different. Star Wars is just the same thing, but over. I mean, I'm sorry. I know my brother-in-law's mad. He's got loads of toys as well and loads of stuff. He loves it. I know people love it. That's fine. I'm just me. I think it'd be amazing to see it, but it's meant to be like ridiculously expensive, isn't it, to stay at?
Yeah. Right, we'll call it a night there. I think we've got to shoot off to another channel now, and hopefully you can join us on that one. So until next time, thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.